He is the current chair of the Bibb County Commission, and he wants to lead again when Macon and Bibb County merge in January. Joining me now to talk about his campaign for mayor is Chairman Sam Hart. Chairman, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here, Ashley.
Let's just start right away. You've been chairman for a while now, since 2009. So what do you feel you could get accomplished as mayor that you haven't already done in your tenure with the county?
Well, I think this is a new effort and a new opportunity for this community. This is, for the very first time, we are bringing this community together. And I think we'll be speaking with one voice. And I think it's important that we have somebody who can lead and got a balance between the vision and the management skills to sort of move us into the new government. It's going to be important. And, you know, we got a transition team that's currently working to transition the new government into something about 2014. But the reality is it'll be 3 years beyond that before we're really to where we need to be. And so you're going to need to make sure you got somebody in there who got a vision, but who also got the management skills to manage the transition, and I think I can do that. And I think, again, as we move this community forward, it's going to be important that we do that, so we got the infrastructure in terms of people together to make the vision happen for us.
Okay, so you're running now. You mentioned experience, managerial skills. You have a vision. Now, there's a lot of experienced leaders in this particular election, this race. So what's the one thing that sets you apart from them?
I think the one thing that sets me apart from the others is the fact that I have been a consensus builder, and consolidation is a good thing, but it also brought a tremendous division in our community. And so we need some healing, and so we got to have somebody who can bring this community back together and get us focused in one direction. And I think if you look at my record, I have a history of doing that better than any other leaders. You know, I'm a good listener, and even if others might be better talkers, I'm a better listener. And this community needs somebody who listens, who can bring consensus, but once you bring consensus, get something done by making people work together toward one focus. And I think I do that better than any other candidates.
Speaking, not to cut you off, but speaking of some getting things done, jobs have been a hot topic this whole election season now. What are your ideas for making Macon and Bibb more attractive to businesses, and why haven't they already been implemented?
Well, what you got to have is a balanced approach to economic development, and certainly you got to provide incentives to make sure you continue to bring new businesses in. I think in addition to that, for existing businesses, you got to provide incentives as well for them to expand and stay in your community. And the one thing that we still need to expand and work on is maybe keep young folk like yourself in our community. So you got to make sure you're working with Mercer and other places to see if you can't provide incentives to grow small businesses, individual businesses, put some investment in intelligence so that they can use some of these ideas and help to develop ideas. That's one thing. But the balanced approach I'm talking about, to make it attractive community for new businesses to relocate, expand in, you got to deal with the other issues of crime to make sure they feel safe in this community. So you got to work very closely with the sheriff department to see if you can intervene and get things and get people working with that. But the biggest issue and the biggest deterrent is education.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. Education, you got it. Last one there. Yeah. All right, and remember, you can watch this interview again later on tonight on 41NBC.com. Just head to the Decision 2013 section on our website. There, you can also learn more about the candidates running for commission as well.